All right, hello everybody. Welcome back or welcome to my channel. Please do not mind this plastic bag that is on my head. I am currently deep conditioning my hair. I don't know if this is gonna make it on my channel or not, but I want to discuss Tekken, but not only the Tekken Revolution, basically. And I don't know why one day I ain't fell down a rabbit hole, but it's just like a certain stuff just clicked to me on like what was going on, because I believe I said this around Tekken 7, but I didn't really record it or any. I wasn't even on YouTube. Yeah, it's all okay. So if you don't know, Tekken Revolution was on the PS3 and it was free. And excuse me, even though Harada said, I feel like even though Harada said they would never sell DLC characters, like they would never sell things in a game, basically what they're doing now. I believe he did that to go against his word, but it was kind of like, and all of this stuff is alleged. Like, this is just stuff that I made up. I'm not what you said, conspiracy theorist, but when things start mathing and, you know, they equal what it equal, and I'm everything right there, all the evidence. I mean, come on, some things just gotta start mathing. But I feel like it was a soft thing to go against his word, because Tekken was failing, and we of course Tekken Tag 2 it was failing. So yeah, they made Tekken Revolution. It was free, which was built on Tekken Tag 2. It was a vanilla version of Tekken Tag 2. I would put it that way, because even with Tekken Hybrid, because they was trying to sell that movie, which was good. I ain't mad at it because it had my girl, but I mean it was still good. I feel like it was still in a way canon to the story, I guess. At least Tekken, I don't know, child. It was something for them to make extra pay, okay, for them to make ends meet. But Tekken Revolution, I already said, was like the base version of Tekken 7 because of all the other things that they were adding into the thing. But looking at it like money wise or material wise, I kind of feel like it was a soft. It's like it's milk, basically. It was like, as you give milk to a baby, it was like milk to us, kind of, to be like, this is what you're going to be receiving from now on. You're going to have to buy characters, like you're going to have to buy DLC, you're going to have to buy this in the game. you know I know we said what we said about, oh, you'll never have to do that, I don't ever want to do that, da, 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 da. But I kind of think with the deals that they made and they weren't making money, they just started giving us milk. And now is we're sort of getting into that meat stage, and we're seeing it because Tekken 7 all the way, I can say it was a complete game in a way, but it still felt like it was unfinished. And I'm just going off the pattern that I go off of when I look at Tekken 5. Um Tekken 1, 2, and 3, fighting boom boom wham wham. Okay, then you have Tekken, not Tekken 4 yet, but Tekken Tag 1. Okay, Tekken Tag, you do that, and then Tekken 4, boom, kind of come back better. And then it's like, I don't care what you say, it comes back better. They added Tekken Force, they added other modes, stuff like that. Okay, Tekken 5, they came, even though it was the highest grossest selling one before 7, or 3 was before 5, and then 5, was the highest. So then, they came out with Tekken 5. They added new stuff in the game, like new game modes, the arcade history, the of course customization, and which, like I say, I get all of that stuff of why they did not have, because I feel like every game they were experimenting with other stuff to make the game better. Okay, I see that they like customization. Okay, we gonna keep that up in the game. They like Tekken Force. We gonna bring that back, but introduce it as scenario campaign, which is with Tekken 6. But let me go on back to Tekken 5, because, like I say, looking at Tekken 4, they ain't have really customization or anything like that. They just had, the Tekken 4. They brought back Tekken Force from Tekken 3, but it was more in a 3D like game, to where like you looking like not really Death by Degrees, but it's like, which is a spin-off game from Tekken, but it basically had that one player game mode, like y'all know, like how the traditional games are. And you playing it like that, and then like I say with Tekken 5, they didn't have it, but they had Devil Within, which you only played with Jin. And I really feel like that was so long. I never really finished it. I did not care anyway, because my character is Ling Xiaoyu. So, but anyways, then of course they stayed with survival. They had arcade, they had team, stuff like that. Then boom, Tekken 6 hit. Okay, it's on a new console, it's a new generation, and they come with scenario campaign, which it was a hit to me. I don't My thing is like, we all have our own opinion. I think it was amazing. I think it was amazing, and I really do think that it was a hit, with Tekken 6, in my opinion. And then they also had the customization items, and the customization items, whenever you're in scenario campaign and you're dropping customization items, or you picking up certain items and stuff that you could go and put on your character to make them more powerful and stronger and stuff. And see, that's what they were also building with Tekken Revolution, because in Tekken Revolution, even though, like I said, even though I be ranting about this stuff, I say now, if Tekken was a free to play game, I could get those microtransactions. But that's why I say that I feel like that was milk, because I feel like they was trying to do that to their game. Even with Tekken Tag 2, but I mean, the only thing you had to really truly pay for Tekken Tag 2 that was DLC was the music. Jukebox first came in Tekken Tag 2, not Tekken 7. I don't know why. I guess because it was free, but it was a jukebox mode in Tekken Tag 2 where you could customize the levels, like the music of them. So, yeah. Then, like I say, with looking at scenario campaign, basically with the health and I guess with your moves and stuff like that, that's where they pulled a lot of that stuff from there to implement in Tekken Revolution. Because in Tekken Revolution, I mean, yeah, you could fight, and then you could enhance your character and stuff like that. It really wasn't they had it was customization, but it wasn't no customization, because I kind of feel like it was the hybrid of the Tekken Tag game, but it wasn't Tekken Tag. It was just you just there. And like I say, I really think that that was setting like a base for Tekken 7, because looking at their specials, a lot of their specials look like a power crush. And we already know what the power crushes do. It basically blocks the other opponent hit, and it allows you to hit them if you do it right or if you time it right. The same thing how it is with the special. They was already setting the grounds and stuff for that in Tekken Revolution. But like I say, mind you, it was free. So of course, in a free to play game, you're gonna have to spend something. Like, yes, I had to buy my character Ling Xiaoyu. Like, you had to buy certain characters in order to get them unlocked. Again, like I say, it was a free to play game, so I get it. Tekken 7 went on the way it went on because we had COVID. I believe they was gonna give us another game before all of this. But they have to test it in arcades first. That's why I don't feel like this game, I don't feel like this game is complete, like at all. And I still, of course, and I try not to be talking on this for so long, because they're not changing nothing. They're not changing nothing. They're not changing their hearts. They're not changing anything about this game. They're gonna block people, probably send folks a cease and desist order for the stupid crap that they're out here doing, even though you're trying to force sell someone a game that should have been for free. I I can't even conjure up the words to say that. Like, to say what really. All I'm saying is, looking at Tekken Revolution, I kind of feel like it was, like I said, milk, and set the base of how Tekken was gonna be. The only reason why they had to release Tekken in the seasons for Tekken 7 was because, like I said, COVID. Nobody was going anywhere, and it's the arcade game, so the closed beta tests usually be in arcades, from my knowledge. When they did the closed beta test for Tekken 8, we were free. Okay, he took the shackles off our feet so we could dance. Okay, so we gonna praise him. So, but they still did it online though. But I guess you had to pay what, $14 to get a like a, not an area code, but like a code for to play it. It had all the characters unlocked and everything, who was going to be on the base roster. Because I was looking at my stuff for Link Xiaoyu. That's my girl. But I that's when they did it on the console, and then they started doing stuff online and everything like that, where I guess, like, you playing people online in a closed beta test to see how stuff is and to see what could work and to see what couldn't work. Because I remember in the Sanctum, that stage, not only you got the walls that break, but I swore you could break the ground. They changed a lot of stuff within that game, because that Sanctum stage, you could break the ground instead of breaking a wall and then the ground go down, or if you're on a final round, the ground go down. No, you could. The ground was breakable, and there's a lot of other stuff in other stages that are like, no, I think that was the only one, because I can't even remember any other kind of stage. But like I say, it's just like how a lot of that stuff, that was the main point I was trying to make, was how Tekken Revolution, and like I've always talked about, like looking at the special effects stuff they did in Tekken Revolution set the stage for a lot of Tekken games that we have now. Well, really what they're producing. And because even in there, like I say, you had your specials and stuff like that, and you could even buy Eliza. Eliza was in that game as well. Mind you, she never had no 2D mechanics. And this is from what I was seeing. She did not have 2D mechanics. She still had 3D. And for her to be a Tekken character and to have 2D mechanics in Tekken 7, because mind you, they were still working on that Tekken Cross Street Fighter game that ceased to exist, because they got Street Fighter Cross Tekken, but it was supposed to be a Tekken Cross Street Fighter. I guess they was like trying to do some kind of experiment with her for like the 2D mechanics or whatever. But the closest we are gonna get to that Tekken Cross Street Fighter is Tekken 7 with Akuma and Geese and her, and them having 2D mechanics, but the Tekken folks still having their 3D stuff. I feel like that would have been stupid and it would have flopped. And I'm so glad they really just scratched it. But anyways, that's all I really have for this video. Y'all make sure to check out my stuff, and please make sure to just go like and subscribe on a game or just something. Just y'all support me. But all I can say, in and all, the game is not fun. But it's really just something for y'all to think about. And y'all let me know. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. All these things are allegedly. I am allegedly speaking, okay, from the information that I have gathered and the things that I have seen throughout, stuff on YouTube, or like dealing with this game, of how all of this stuff come to be, because they was growing a seed, and I really feel like they planted a seed back on the PS3, because like I say, you had to pay. You had to pay in Tekken. You know, because I had to play with Lily. Even though Lily is not bad, I actually like Lily. She was like my tertiary character. Elisa is my secondary, but Ling Xiaoyu is she's primary. Okay, so until I got Ling, I played with Lily. I would up in her stuff like that. But like I say, just looking like going back to Tekken Revolution, that's when they started putting that stuff in our faces. And like I say, the only reason why they did Tekken 7 the way they did Tekken 7 was because of COVID. And I'm just putting it up to that. Then on top of that too, like I say, Tekken Tag 2 about ended the game. You know, but I just feel like they made too much money with freaking Tekken 7 to be bored out of their freaking mind to give us this. But also too, like I say, I just feel like they want to wrap this game up, and they're really self-destructing their own game, because I feel like they're tired of it and they're not happy about this junk anymore. Like, and you could tell, like, they're sucking the soul and the energy up out of this game. Y'all give us this one little song in the intro to make this stuff feel nostalgic, like, but nothing about this is nostalgic, because you missing the continue menu, you missing the everything, like everything. Y'all go look at my Tekken 5 video, and I want y'all to see what it is what's in that game that's lacking in Tekken 8. It's a lot of the character, but that's all I really can say. Y'all make sure to go like, comment, sub, everything. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next video, or I will see you in the video that I did before. And that's basically it. Y'all have a beautiful, blessed day, and y'all be great.